Hey, what's up, peeps? I wanted to chat last night right after that Mavericks game, but of course, I was out at that Mavericks game last night. I mean, popped off and showed you some videos, had so much fun at the game. It's an incredible, incredible sight. But today, I want to start with what today is, and that's saying Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Talk about the importance of Memorial Day. I believe, I truly believe, out of all the holidays that we so-called have holidays, that this shall be and should be the one that's put on high. When you think about the reality of this one, we got all kinds of holidays come from these, some places nonfiction, certainly a lot of it is fiction, just things that we come up with and all of that. But this one, there's no joke about it. There's no lie about it. This is real. This is real. This says thank you to all the servicemen and women who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Each and every one of them, right here in this country, shall be deemed a hero. And that's why this day, I like to call it Hero Day, should be our most important day to celebrate. I want to thank all the servicemen, those that are still here in time with us, and certainly on this day, those that have gone on to eternity. I would like to thank them. And I know each and every one of us, as we sit here and thank everyone that has paid that ultimate sacrifice, we think of someone that has played a huge role in my life. You know, I was just thinking about this, and I don't think I've ever spoken about him publicly. But this day we celebrate him. My brother-in-law, his name is Maxie Sands. He was a veteran. He served. Great man. Great man. Now, you got to imagine, man. I mean, a great man. I'm one of 17. Maxie met my sister Alice. He and Alice were together, had a son, Tony Sands, who about my age, who's my best friend. I love to death. My nephew. We do everything together. He has a great Get Sensation speed camp in Fort Lauderdale, one of the biggest trainers in Fort Lauderdale. But his dad, Maxie Sands, coming out of service, is who said to my mom, I have to get these boys busy. And he took Tony, and he took me, and he took us to Holiday Park. He said, I'm going to sign you guys up for a football team, 3rd grade. He said, I promise you, I'll be here every day to take you to practice. And he was there every day to take us to practice. In every drive, he took us to practice. He talked about teamwork. He talked about service. He talked about what it was like and what it is to be a man. And he was bringing us this discipline from his service. Nobody in that ghetto of hell that I grew up in, that we were growing up in, knew anything about discipline, knew anything about real teamwork, knew anything about anything. So this day, as we celebrate those that have gone on and paid the ultimate price for this country, I put him, he is certainly in that group. And I want to personalize my thank you to him. Maxie Sands, the whole life I have, those Super Bowl trophies, everything that I have, I owe to that serviceman, Maxie Sands, and I want to honor him along with honoring every serviceman that has paid the ultimate sacrifice. One quick note I want to speak on this and just say this to our country. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Just flat out ashamed of ourselves. And I know, or maybe I'm talking, and I don't know, that I need to do more things and more things towards it, but to talk about how important this day is and everybody to come out and speak on it and speak so eloquently and beautifully, and then to watch what Maxie had to go through the last few years as he tried to get some service, some health service and get some treatment in this country was deplorable. I was a young man. I didn't even know enough as I watched it. But when I look back on it now and think about all that he gave and all the service that he gave and what he did for us, he's what I call one of the miracles on my journey. Without him, there's no way I would be here. You know, he's a miracle on my journey, and I watched him suffer and go through hell. And I think all the people at the VA hospitals and everything, and I know they're trying best they can, but they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed. And we got so many people in this damn country that have benefited from each one of those heroes that are in the damn ground that I cannot believe that thing can happen like that. And I know there are a lot of families. There are a lot of families that are going through the same thing went through. And I'm saying to America, we should be ashamed of ourselves. What is it? What is it when somebody has given your life to say to them, your immediate family, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your wife, your kids, they can walk in any damn doctor's office anytime and they should be able to get service. And any doctor that don't serve them, we should take their damn license from them. Because you know what? The only reason you can serve and have, the only reason you can have that practice and do what you do, the only reason you're able to study those years you need to study in college without being a part of mess and being taken over is because of the service and the life that those young men and women have given. So I'm just saying, man, to our country, until you get on that level and say to all of our veterans that you get served when you come back from service and give them the right kind of service, health service and all of that, we need to shut the hell up talking about how much we care until we show it with our actions and I just speak it with our mouth. And I'll stop it right there. And I want everybody to continue to celebrate and cook barbecue and go swimming. But let's not forget what we really here for. This ain't about cooking barbecue and swimming. It's about paying respect and homage and understanding what real heroes have given for us. And I myself, I want to thank them. Thank them all. I want to thank their families for sharing their great souls with us. I want to thank their families and pray for their families and ask God to hold them tight and love them right in these days when they are remembering their loved ones that gave their life for us. Happy Memorial Day.